For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Brendan Gulick with head coach Brian Harrison of our baseball team, our playoff-bound and tournament-hosting baseball team, which we are awfully excited about here on campus here this week. Coach, it's been a good year, and I know at different points throughout the year, you probably wanted to pull your hair out a little bit. Baseball's a long season; it'll make you do that. But you've had some great successes. Let's start with your pitching. I mean, your pitching staff's been terrific. You got one of the best ERAs in the country. You've got one of the best strikeout per 9 inning rates in the country. Obviously, Danny leads that staff. But where has that group excelled most for you?
Oh, they've just done a great job. I don't know. We've never pitched it like this. Obviously, when you have a frontline guy like Danny, it makes things a little bit easier for everybody else. Nick's been incredible. Alkerman's been incredible. Jack Raines has been incredible. So and there's a few. Hubert's been great. I mean, we're deep. We're deep on the mound. So we've got 6 or 7 guys that we can go to. So it's not that we have one really good guy. We've got a lot of really good guys. So it's a pretty good group.
And where does that maybe compare to where you were a year ago from a pitching staff when obviously it was the bats last year that shined in the tournament?
It was. Last year we had some good pitching, but we didn't have the number of good pitchers that we do this year. I mean, we have kids that we want to get out there. Garrett Miller's a guy that only has maybe 20 innings, and he's going to be a good one. He's going to be a special one. So we have, last year we were top heavy. This year we have guys that haven't gotten the numbers or the number of innings that we want them to have just because we have so many guys.
Your group has been in the NCAA regionals 3 of the last 5 years, so they kind of know what it takes to get to postseason play. And obviously, last year's pretty impressive run through the OAC tournament was well documented. What are some of the unique challenges this time of year of keeping guys mentally focused and trying to be at their best?
Well, we work all year. We tell them all the time, we want to be at your best, at the end of the season. Baseball's a game that you play your way into shape a little bit, into baseball shape. It's not, you want to play your best baseball at the end of the year. So we've been able to do that, I think, the last 6 or 7 years. So as far as keeping guys locked in, that's not hard, man. They're out of school, they're ready to play baseball. So this is the most fun time of the year. So if they're not ready to play right now, man, they got something wrong with them.
Fair enough. How about Phil Wells, a guy who offensively has had a great year, and you kind of hoped he would because of his return to your program this year. Where has his leadership helped get you guys past some rocky points?
You can't be good without good seniors. It's just impossible. And he's been consistent for us all year. He brings a lot of positive energy. He's fun to be around. The guys enjoy being around him. A huge part of our success is because of guys like him and Asa and Kyle Pennington. Those guys have been pretty awesome. Reese, playing wise. So we've got some really good seniors. Phil's one of them, but he's done a fantastic job.
Let's talk about the tournament in general. So you knew, even though going into last weekend that you were going to be in, it was a matter of would you have a chance to host, and the way things worked out, you do. Heidelberg has had a really good year. They're also 14-4, and you split with them in the regular season. And then you got 2 teams in Ohio Northern and in Otterbein who had to win a tiebreaker to get in, but both worthy of this spot. How would you sort of summarize the competition you think you'll see this weekend? Good.
It's going to be as good as any regional that hopefully we can get into. Heidelberg's really good. Ohio Northern pitches it at a high level, and Otterbein's arguably been one of the better teams the last 3 years. So it's going to be good. It's going to be competitive. I'm excited to see how our boys perform this weekend.
Double elimination tournaments are fun because you still have to take things one game at a time, but you do at least have a little bit of wiggle room that baseball so often brings. And yet it's that much more important to try to win game 1 so you can move through the winner's bracket. I have to imagine Danny's going to probably get the ball in game 1. Why does this team rally around Danny the way they have this year?
Simple. I mean, he's a leader. First and foremost, he works fast. He throws strikes. He strikes a lot of guys out. Guys don't hit him hard, so defensively we're a little better around him because he doesn't give up, a lot of hits. And when you got a guy like that, him and Nick and Jack, I mean, it's fun to play defense around those guys. So we're way better defensively with those guys on the mound, especially Danny.
So I know you guys have won 2 OAC championships, obviously last year, and then Goes back to 1985, so it had been a while. And a couple years ago, when the plans for having the new ballpark started to take shape, and then all the construction, I have to imagine somewhere along the way in your mind, this weekend crept in, right? The chance to host a conference tournament on your beautiful home field. Now it's here. What's it feel like?
Oh, it's awesome. Oh, we're so blessed. We're so grateful. Our facility is incredible. It makes it more fun to come to the field every day. We're excited for teams to come in and really show our field off this weekend. It's beautiful. We are. It's by far the best in the conference. It's by far the best in Cleveland, outside of Progressive. So it's an awesome facility.
Well, 14-4 this year at home is pretty impressive, and most of that in conference play. The OAC tournament starts on Thursday, and who knows how things will go. We certainly hope the Yellow Jackets play well. Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks, Brennan.